Kane, it's 1-0. Fucking down. 13th in the championship. The takeover happened as I said it would. People will be. Oh, when have we got Leeds? I forgot to add myself to the stream. Now then, people, welcome back to the Just Your Football Show. Man, madness, innit? What's going on at this football club, you know? We've got another one in the door, man. If you haven't already, please do smash a like on the video, yeah? Pay your rent and, of course, subscribe to the channel if you can. Andrew says, someone buy the man a watch. I know, right? Sorry, my apologies. I knew it was going to happen, so then I put it for 5 past, and then I was like, right, I'll make myself a cup of tea, and then I had a few technical issues, and I'm only 7 minutes late. Big up to Joe, who's in the house as well. Big up to Joe. Got a scary feeling, says Joe, that Kamara might be the last move. Heard rumours about the forward from Roma, but not much else. Nah. Not for me. There's gonna be more. There's gonna be more. This isn't it for me. Look, the left-back situation, someone said to me, right, and again, I was told this morning, you don't have to believe it, right? You don't have to believe it, and I hate doing it because sometimes you feel like a dick, but someone told me this morning 2 signings will be confirmed today. I put that tweet out, check the timestamp, tweet out, Kamara, Gruev today, thoughts. Before not like claiming it was me, but we knew they were coming in anyway, but I was told they would be announced today. I've also been told in the last hour or so that Daniel Farke's actually a fan of Firpo. And there may well not be any movement there. The only way there's movement is if a left back comes available who wasn't previously available. Direct quote, Farke thinks Firpo could be one of the better attacking left backs in the league. That's what I was told, right? I know it's very reliable information. Apparently, it's doubtful that a left back will come in unless Premier League club wants to loan someone that wasn't available before. Okay, we know they've asked the question on Charlie Taylor before now. No, Dan, no, Juan Martinez didn't tell me that. You don't have to believe it. This is what I'm saying. You don't have to believe it. Please don't if you don't want to. Like, that's fine. And it might not be true, but this person hasn't steered me wrong so far yet. But so I know, for example, like Ipswich inquired about Joffrey Gelhardt. And we're told no. Now that might change if anything else happens, but we'll wait and see, isn't it? But yeah, look, Damar says, Joe, if we've got the same contacts, then it's true. I'm not sure if we have the same contacts, my broski, but that's what I was told. Now, what I'll say in response to that is potentially tomorrow left backs might become available. Leeds United obviously tried to get Luke Thomas done. There doesn't seem to be anyone else in mind. Okay. I do not like Junior Firpo, but there's no denying that if he was fit over a 46-game season, he would be able to cope in the Championship. I think he's gash, me personally, but he will be able to cope going forward, for sure. Listen, before we move any further, 862 people watching currently live. Before I came live, that check was 7,000 views away, just 7,000 views away from 1 million views, which is insane, insane. So, yeah, please do like the video. Let's get as many views on it as possible. I want to shout out my man, Jack, as well, who watches every video. After the video was done, my man was spamming every single video saying stat pad, stat pad, stat pad, stat pad. Here he is, look. And I was just going to talk about this, Jack, because this is a great point. Cucurella is now staying at Chelsea, okay? Man United have got Serge Reguilon instead, okay? So the reports are, if Cucurella is staying, it may mean Maatsen might be loaned out, okay? Now, it might not be to Burnley. Maybe Leeds United could approach Chelsea for Maatsen. You don't know. But Burnley might go in for Maatsen. So if Burnley go in for Maatsen, Charlie Taylor then becomes available. So it's like a deck of cards, isn't it? Once one goes, they all fall. So I think that Leeds United will I think there will be business done tomorrow. I do think there will be business done tomorrow. We'll just have to wait and see if any comes available. But I'd love Maatsen. But of course, if Burnley go back to Chelsea and say, can we take Maatsen now? Because they don't want Cucurella, Maatsen and Chilwell, do they? So, and Cucurella's probably not going to get a move elsewhere because no one's going to want to pay his wages, etc. And, Man United were daft enough to do it. I think they're crazy, that club anyway. The business has been shocking, to be honest. The left-backs they were linked with, they were even linked with Luke Thomas at once upon a time. But if Chelsea say yes to Burnley, I mean, Burnley might not even be able to go in for him now. Burnley have been going mad, right? But maybe we could approach Chelsea and say, listen, can we take Maatsen? I think he deserves a shot probably at the Premier League, and Burnley might go knocking. But if that's the case, then obviously Charlie Taylor is not needed. He played in the Carabao Cup, but Kev says he's Gruev 100%. Yeah, it was announced lunchtime, broski. That's done. Defiant Zebra says Cucurella on loan. The mad thing is, I'd rather have Maatsen. I'd rather have Maatsen than Cucurella. I can't lie. Dominic, yes, Kamara was done at 9 o'clock. Kamara was done at 9 o'clock. As Juan says, this isn't the Leeds I fell in love with. Exactly. Maatsen would be quality. He's probably more likely to go to Burnley, right? But that then means we can get Charlie Taylor, which Charlie Taylor is more than viable for where we're at. What about Amiri? Yeah, we don't want him anyway now after his behaviour, do we, Gracie? Fuck him. Lee Smith, big up to you, who's become a member of Just Joe FC. Thank you all for your continued support throughout this month. Burnley blocked Charlie Taylor. So no, see, I think that could change though now, Jamie. Because Pochettino liked Maatsen. And that's been the general gist of it. But I think that could change if they've got Cucurella, because Cucurella, they're paying a lot for, etc. He's not, so they're probably going to say, okay, let's go get Ian some game time. Drama not going yet. Feels a bit weird. Apparently Birmingham in for him, which he'll go. Birmingham. Isn't it funny though, just on Cody, he went from going Dortmund and Newcastle to Luton, and he's gone from going West Ham, Southampton to Birmingham. Levels to this game. The same Charlie Taylor refused to play for us, yes. And we'll all be singing Nonto's name on Saturday when he scores against Sheff Wednesday. And I would argue he was worse. It is what it is. We moved, don't we? Would I take Jamal Lewis? Yes. The 16-hour stream tomorrow. We will be live. I don't know how it's going to operate. Probably be live in the morning if anything happens. I've got a load of thumbnails already lined up. We'll then break off because we've got the press conference. So we'll react to what Daniel Farker said, because he'll be asked questions as well. About the transfer window, except react to that and then go back to the transfer window. I don't just want to sit there if he's not doing it. Hopefully get some more content creators in there as well. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Presser tomorrow as well. Yeah, Patrick Roberts to Southampton. Adams, yeah, Shea Adams is going to Wolves, isn't he? So we'll have to wait and see. I'm just refreshing just to see if there has been any more announcements. But no, Glen Kamara is in the door. I think it's a really good signing, There's business going on all over the shop, isn't it? Conor Gallagher might be on his way to Spurs. Chelsea have rejected an approach from Bayern for Chalobah. Graham Smith. Okay. So this is what Glen Kamara's had to say about his time at Rangers. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank everyone at Rangers for the last 4.5 years, from teammates, coaches, staff, and of course the amazing fans. You've all played a massive part in my journey. It's been an honour to put on that shirt and play for such an amazing club. I wish the club nothing. And I'll be leaving with some unforgettable memories. I wish the club nothing but success for the future. So that was his farewell message to Rangers. Let's just hop on over now to Leeds United's official site, which says midfielder joins the Whites. So Leeds United are delighted to announce the signing of Glen Kamara from Scottish side Rangers, subject to international clearance and a work permit, which will be no problem. 27-year-old midfielder joins the Whites for an undisclosed fee in a permanent transfer. What he does give us as well, folks, is much-needed experience alongside Ampadu, but also in years of age as well. So that's important because we have quite a young team and he brings that experience. And listen, let's not be honest, he's played in a European final. He scored in the semi-final. That sort of experience cannot be underappreciated if we're being totally honest, right? Let's just jump back to the article. Kamara has penned a 4-year deal at Ellen Road running until the summer of 2027. After being part of the Southend youth system, the midfielder joined Arsenal's academy in 2012 and went on to make his Gunners' first-team debut in 2015 in the EFL Cup against Sheff Wednesday. He returned to then League One Southend on loan and also had a stint at Colchester before moving on a permanent basis north of the border to join Dundee. See, I wasn't aware of how long his career had been in England, if I'm being totally honest. This is all news to me. So again, this helps that he's played his trade in the lower leagues, if you like, as well. It all adds to it. In his first season at Dens Park, Kamara made 46 appearances for the Dart Blues in all competitions, whilst earning his first senior international cap for Finland. And in 2019, after continuing to impress with Dundee, Kamara was snapped up by fellow Scottish Premiership side Rangers. Over the past 4.5 years at Ibrox, and let's be real, if he can deal with the crowd at Ibrox, he can deal with the crowd at Ellen Road. So many times we see players coming into the football club that wilt. He ain't going to be about that because that's a vociferous crowd. That is a crowd that asks and demands a lot from their players. Yeah. So, he'll have no problems in coming into an Ellen Road because so many years we've seen players come in and just wilt. You're not going to get that from Glenn. The midfielder would go on to feature 193 times for Rangers, scoring 11 goals. In 2020-21, Kamara played a key role in Rangers winning the title for the first time in 10 years, obviously under Steven Gerrard, with the club going the season undefeated and racking up a club record 102 points. And he was also named in the PFA Scottish Premiership Team of the Year. The following season, he helped Rangers win the Scottish Cup and reach the UEFA Europa League final by scoring a crucial goal in the semi-final second leg win over RB Leipzig. Since earning his first Finland cap, Kamara has gone on to represent his country 52 times and featured on 3 occasions at the UEFA Euros 2020. And he becomes Leeds' 8th arrival of the summer transfer window, joining Ethan Ampadu, Sam Byram Caldalo, Ilya Gruev, Joel Pirro, Joe Rodon, and Jed Spence. Man, that is some window. That is some window, it has to be said. Could we stretch to 10? Rory D says, just sounds to me like you're happy with it. Who? To me? Are you mad? You're not talking to me there, surely. I think, yeah, that is insane. 8th signing. I'm hoping tomorrow won't be outgoings. That is my hope, that tomorrow won't be outcomings. Yes, exactly. Last word. Double figures. A 10 and a left back could get us there. A left back on loan and go and be audacious with 10. Go get Matt O'Reilly. Go get someone there. I'd have loved Amiri to come in the door, but it is what it is. He's a divvy, isn't he? Late night Leeds, Joe. I'm not too sure. Mate, because I know that some of the lads are busy and stuff. I'll wait to hear back, and see what they say. Yeah, so I think they might be busy tonight. So this might be the last you see offers. Like I say, it's 9:30 though. It's getting on now, but maybe, just maybe, might try squeeze some more out between now and midnight, because I don't want to go to bed knowing just with a little bit more push we could have hit that 1 million, man. That's insane. I can't lie. Right, okay, so we've had Daniel Ager says, Joe, get a train to Leeds tomorrow. You might break a chain, LUFC fortune. Friday? What for? Joe, get your yellow tie back out for tomorrow. Bobby, you must have been watching since forever. I don't even have that yellow tie anymore. I don't have any sort of apparel or outfits that will resemble. Maybe I'll wear a shirt. I might wear a shirt for it. We'll wait and see. Yeah. You need views, late night show, Joe. I know, yeah. Everyone create alternative accounts and just spam it. I mean, it'd be amazing. Joe, if you get to 1 million views for the month, I don't know. I'll probably sleep. I'll probably sleep, my guy. I don't know. Surely you've got a suit in the wardrobe. The last suit I bought, mate, was for my grand's funeral, and that was quite some time ago, and it won't fit me now. I bought one of them thin suits, you know, them like thin with the thin tie, and that I thought was the bee's knees, and I was a lot thinner. It's the only thing with this t-shirt today, right? It's like loose fitting, but when I was walking around, I caught that you could see my boobs through the you know, when you have a look, an odd look in a shop window, and I was thinking, fucking hell, man, you could see my nipples. You could see my nipples. So I need to get back to the gym as well. If anyone's got an old treadmill for sale, hit me up. Joe, what are we going to do with Kamara? Play him, Rory. Yeah, moves indeed. Just go get a yellow tie. Yeah, I could easily go get a yellow tie and just wear it around a t-shirt, couldn't I? Definitely. How long do you have to stay on a video for it to count as a view? Just none. You just click on it and click off, bro. You'll bring my average view, but I don't care. My man Jack went on and just stat padded them all. He went, I'm stat padding, and commented on every single video, which was class. HMS pissed the league, yeah. Where does he fit in then, Kamara? Where does he fit in? Can he play that box-to-box role with Gruev and Ampadu sitting? I'm not too sure. We'll have to wait and see where he fits in. We looked at his heat map yesterday. He seemed to predominantly be on the left, I felt. But yeah, I think he's going to go with the two deep sixes, if you like, two DMs. Yeah, I've seen this, Michael. Isn't it mad that all these players cost the same as Brendan Aronson? It really is. It really is mad. Come Let Us Reason says, what would be your preferred starting lineup following this epic window? It will be Meslier in goal, right back Jed Spence, centre back partnership of Joe Rodon and Pascal Struijk, left back. Hopefully we bring one in. If not, Byram. I know he's injured, but Byram. In terms of, I didn't know this. You have to watch it for 30 seconds, folks. I didn't know that. In front of the back four, so Byram, then it would be Ampadu and Gruev, and I'd still like a number 10. I'd like a number 10, to be honest, to really cap it off. Right side would be Nonto, left side would be Cine, actually Somerville in the 10 if you like, and then Pirro up top. There's too many. There's too many. He is Wayne Rooney's jumped in and says, this is Sly 2.0 spamming. There you go. He's just getting some extra views in there. I love it. Stuart says, pay your rent and hit the like. I'm buzzing for you, honestly. Got me dog watching, and the 30-second rule isn't what my retention graphs say sometimes. I love that. Joe, do you think Kamara will start? I'm not too sure. It depends where he fits, doesn't it? All I know is now we've got two players for each position in midfield, right? If we look at that depth thing that the lads did yesterday, we see that Kamara and Gruev, stop clock and all that, true there. Unfortunately, he's going to West Ham, I'm afraid, says Sir Daddy. So Ian Matson might be on his way to West Ham. Yeah, I love that. Logan Battison said earlier, boys, keep your phones charged as there's news to be broke at Ellen Road in the next hour. He's a goalkeeper. And then he's put told you so. But Kamara's not a goalkeeper. Logan, man. Big up to Logan. It was funny though. Glen Kamara's record at Rangers then, 193 appearances, 118 in the league, 51 European club competition appearances. That sort of experience coming into a championship side, goated. 11 assists, 9 goals, 6 league goals in 5 seasons. And he had 1 PFA Scottish Premiership Team of the Year, 1 Finnish Footballer of the Year, 1 Scottish Premier League title, 1 Scottish Cup, 1 Scottish League Cup runner-up, and 1 Europa League runner-up. Winning mentality coming into this side. You love to see it. It's a great signing, to be fair. I know some, I'm not too sure, etc., but it's a coup, I believe, anyway, for Leeds United to get someone with his experience coming into the football club, and it can't be underappreciated the amount of experience you've got. He's also, he's no muggy. He's a big lad in there. Big shout out, Ben Matteson. We'll have a look. I love this. He's not finished. He's only 27. Joel Pirro is going to score this weekend. Yes, he will. Who's your captain? I don't know. I'm not really asked. Give it Glen Kamara. GK. Glen Kamara for short. Oh, yeah, that's fair. GK, so he was right. Yeah. I mean, I said it at 10 a.m. though. I'm joking. Right, okay. Ampadu, a lot of people saying there was one more comment there. Joe, I've seen more of you than my wife. Yeah. Do we go in for Nico Schulz, free agent from BVB? We've been linked to him in the past, potentially. Chris Chadwick, would you take 10 million? No, not a cat in hell's chance. No. Because what you're going to be paying for Charlie Taylor. I was about 25 in Charlie Taylor. Joe, so you would drop Archie out of the starting 11. I think that's the plan, Wayne, if I'm honest. I think that's the plan. He's only 17. There's no way Daniel Farker at the start of the season anticipated playing Archie Gray as much as he's had to. He needs to have his minutes managed. So, yes, I would. And that's not a reflection on him, but he needs to have his minutes managed. We, in English football, in general, not just at Leeds, in English football, we beast footballers to the point where they're broken. Look what we've done, right? And this was said on the Phil Hay podcast. Look at Sam Byram. He's broke. He played nearly every available minute when we brought him through. Lewis Cook, he's broke. He played nearly every available minute. These lads need to be managed. I think it's the smart thing to do. And I'm not saying, oh yeah, drop him because he's been class. He's been class, but we need to manage these lads' minutes and bring them through at the right time. And if you have the option to do that, sometimes you don't have the option. Sometimes you don't have the option to do that. But he's an anomaly. He's a robot. He's a robot. And he also keeps himself in peak physical condition. My man's still winning the bleep test at whatever club he goes to. That's not by chance. He clearly looks after himself. Boring James Milner. Not all people are like that. Not all people are like that. And Jamie, yeah, exactly. Said it's important to have midfield depth. We have it now. Calvin looks broke too. Yeah, maybe so. Listen, there's 1,600 people watching. If you haven't already, please pay your rent and smash a like on the video and make sure you subscribe to the channel if you can. Yeah. Spamming 316. Legend. Yeah. Okay, let's have a look. Realistically, who do you see leaving, pal? I'm hoping no one. The only ones I see leaving are the ones that hopefully that I don't care too much for. Cody Drama being one. Sam Greenwood's already left on loan. Would Joffrey leave on loan if we were to bring someone in that can do what he... I don't think he will, though, unless Leeds United brings someone in. But even then, his minutes are going to be few and far between. And now we're out of the League Cup. He's probably going to be wanting to get minutes, and I understand that. And he probably should be given that opportunity to. Darko JB with the loan. Leo Hjelde maybe on a permo. I don't see him having the wherewithal to make it at Leeds. Clarkson, potentially. Bate, Pervada. Pervader, remember? Pervader. Shaq stays. Shaq stays. Which, yeah, I'm all for that. Phil says, Cine will leave tomorrow, but we'll make a marquee signing in. I don't know if he'll leave. I hope he doesn't. But if we do, hopefully we go make a marquee signing. Let's not forget, Daniel Fagg said, we'll save the best till last. Save the best till last. So we'll have to wait and see. I don't think Gelhardt goes to Sunderland because he didn't really work out for him there, if I'm being totally honest. They were a bit, it was a hit and miss with him. And he needs to play alongside someone. He can't go and replace Ross Stewart. Anyway, let's have a look at what Ben Mattison's work he's done on Glen Kamara. Great threads. Make sure you follow him on Twitter. So Glen Kamara, Finnish, currently at he's now at Leeds. Can play centre midfield as an 8 or as a DM. Strengths, agility, ball carrying, composure, passing, athleticism, physicality, and he's very press resistant. Development areas are, of course, goal output and shot volume. He says, along with Ilya Gruev, Glen Kamara could be Leeds United's latest signing. Well, we know he is. Kamara is reportedly doing his medical, all done, and the deal is rumoured to be a fee of around about 5 million, which again is another lower fee signing of good value. Very smart business. Glen Kamara is an agile, skillful dribbler. His quick feet enable him to get out of tight spaces and evade any pressure. He's very calm and composed on the ball, which helps Kamara to make good decisions, a very silky ball carrier. The Finnish centre midfielder's composure is what makes him so press resistant. He's very comfortable receiving the ball under pressure. He scans to see the space around him. So when he received the ball, he knows where he needs to go already, which is a great trait to have. I remember Paul Scholes talking about McTominay never receiving it on the half turn, doesn't have a look over his shoulders and then receives it on the half turn, ready to go wherever. Paul Scholes sort of ripped him a new one on an analyst piece or a punditry piece and saying about you need to be on the half turn, always aware of what's around you. I know Paul Scholes' levels above McTominay, but etc. But that's what you want, yeah? That scan, Javi scan. Be able to tell where it is. Kamara is a very progressive player as he looks to advance play through either his passing ability or ball carrying prowess. Kamara's athleticism helps him lead transitional play. He has a long, powerful legs, and when he opens his stride on transition, he can cover ground quickly, which will be good for us defensively. Also, despite being a very progressive player, Kamara has great ball retention. This is a key component of sustaining pressure on the opponent when in a possession-based team. He also has great upper body strength that enables him to brush off defenders when dribbling and winning duels. An area for development is Kamara's shot volume. He simply doesn't shoot enough. In all honesty, he don't need to. Just give it to the ballers. Let them cook. You know what I mean? Like Marco P.A. White. This is what we need. Often, he'll opt to pass first rather than shoot. He's definitely less of a goal-scoring midfielder. That being said, this is mainly due to the role he was deployed in. Maybe that could change at Leeds. Or hopefully, we go and get a 10, a goal-scoring midfielder. Kamara was used as the carrier to start attacks from deep. However, this meant he didn't often box crash, so wasn't frequently in the box. When in the box or given chances to shoot, he showed composure in front of goal. If given freedom to push up, I'm sure his output would improve. Maybe we'll see that at Leeds United. He says, Kamara, let me have a drink. Kamara previously thrived at Rangers when he was deployed in their older setup of 4-3-3 or a 4-2-3-1, where he was on the left side of the double pivot. We noticed that yesterday when we looked at his heat map, he always seemed to operate more so on the left, next to a DM. It's in this role where he'd cover the left channel in all phases of play. Sound familiar? There you go. Leeds United interest has been widely reported this window, and Fabrizio Romano, yeah, done. All done. And that's a great thread. You just say Kamara's average position is very left side dominant, meaning he'll link up with the left back or left wing in attacking, interchanging play of supporting defensively. At Leeds, he'd be the double pivot partner next to either Ampadu or Gruyev, allowing him to push forward and progress play from deep. Kamara also adds a lot of experience, which we were talking about before. There are a lot of players in the squad, either under 23s or over 30s. So the fact Kamara sits in between means he'll be useful right now. 193 games for Rangers, 52 caps for Finland, and also featured in 36 European games. Overall, Ben gives us his summing up. Sometimes I have brain farts, man. Overall, I think the signing of Glen Kamara will prove to be a good piece of business for a low-risk fee and another which should help Leeds progress. Thanks for reading. Hope you liked it, and any support is greatly appreciated. Make sure you smash in. There's Ash, another Fred. Sauce. Yeah, man, sauce. Ash always supporting the content creators in any sort of sphere. Joe, don't know if you remember it, but yes, of course I remember Jack Clark, mate. Gruev is left-footed, isn't he? Priority for the left of the pivot. Depends, does it? It depends. For all we know, we could get to Saturday and we might see a total switch up. What do you give this window out of 10? I want to wait till the window's shut, but right now it's in the positives for sure. The thing is, it's not over yet. So I think if a left back becomes available, I think Leeds will move for it. I do think Leeds will move for it. So we'll have to wait and see what happens next, won't we? But I feel that we're not done yet. I feel that we're not done yet. Yes. Here we go. So Liam, my good friend Liam Horsley, drop him a follow, has been on here. Says, good signing. 4 weeks ago, we'd have all been delighted at this. Feels like the past 2 weeks, the hypes has fallen off. I texted Joe Wayman earlier saying I was told 2 signings today, and look what happened. Look at Liam trying to claim. Look at Liam trying to claim that he's my ITK. Maybe he is. Who knows? But yes, he's got a good point. 4 weeks ago, had we have signed Glen Kamara, we would have been buzzing. And maybe now, so we're going, oh, is it? I'm not too sure. But no, I think it's a great signing, isn't it? Let me have a look at the super chat that come in. Lee Bentley says, for all your hard work, even if you don't make it to 1 million views, keep up the great work. Gun emoji marching on together. Lee, thank you so much for your super chat. Thank you so much for the support. Listen, if we don't hit 1 million views, it's totally fine. It's still been an amazing month. It's a shame the window doesn't shut in August as well, because we'd have easily done it. It finishes on the 1st of September, but it is what it is. The whole transfer window has been amazing for the channel. I want to thank you all for your continued support during that time as well. Obviously, I made the decision to go full time. Again, you all pushed me to do that. And so thank you for that. We're currently sat on 23,795, so close to 24 as well. Friday is going to be mental. We've got transfer deadline day. Saturday we play Chef Wednesday, and then we can all take a bit of a break, can't we? Because it's international break. Obviously there'll be content during that period. We'll have your match reaction to Chef Wednesday, the final word on the Monday. I want to do a review of the whole window, looking at each individual player, etc. with my late night Leeds crew. Again, couldn't have got to this many views without them two, Lockie and Andrea, and others that have joined in, but specifically them two. The scouting report and stuff, this transfer window has been phenomenal, and the work they've done behind the scenes has been class. So I want to thank them as well. Sounding like a proper business or something here. I need to chill out. Did you see Lockie's latest content? I haven't, but yeah. Big up to Lockie. If you haven't already, check it out, please. Let's have a look. I haven't, Mark. Soon come, hopefully. Soon come. Yes, Dixie, we will be back, won't we? Yeah, man, we will be back. Yeah, one day, Andrew. Who knows? Maybe you get that chance. Who knows? See if people are one day. Right. Okay. Joe Women were found out. Ryan, I will tweet it. Best believe that. Don't worry about that. We'll tweet it. I can't get live views for whatever reason on the YouTube studio. Only on my phone it seems to update live. There's always a day delay on what am I talking about now? On the YouTube studio. Sort your head out, Joe. Let me check Social Blade. Maybe Social Blade will be able to tell us live. I don't know if it can though. I can have a look. But because it'd be class if we did hit it tonight, wouldn't it? 30 days. No, it doesn't. It just shows last 30 days, so it won't take into consideration. Shows your live subscriber count and stuff, but doesn't show you thing. But we're on 23,700, which is a delay anyway. Any news on the Roma winger, or is it or is that dead now? Listen, I think he's on his way to Olympiacos, bro. I think he's on his way to yeah. That's the last 30 days. That's all right. I'll be able to think. Yeah, you can do, bro. You can do. His video stuck on Yeah, it's because I was looking at other things. I'm not great at multitasking. I'm all right though. I guess I'm up there. Amazing when you hit 1 million. Absolutely, and well deserved. Thank you, man. Thank you. What about the Genk guy, Joseph Paintsil? Apparently was due for a bid from Burnley, but I think that's gone pretty quiet, mate, to be honest. So I don't know what's happening with Paintsil. Big up Sonny, who's tagged me in a tweet just showing the prospective lineup. Look, Leicester and Southampton's the only other ones that you could compare with that, but it's pretty special, that, isn't it? To be honest, I would swap Somerville for Rutter and play Nonto personally. But yeah, there ain't that many. Oh, who's Lewis? Are you putting Jamal Lewis in there? I don't think that's going to happen, though, is it? So we'll have to wait and see if we get a left back. It might end up being Firpo, won't it? It easily could be Firpo. Exclusive, Johan Bakayoko decided to stay at PSV. It's the choice of the player. He has refused Brentford. Could that mean they might come in for Cine? Cine is going to be the one to watch, isn't it? Let's be honest. Cine is going to be the one to watch. Baron Cross done an article, says exits could outnumber arrivals after Gruev signing. Sinistera won Leeds are braced for offers on before the deadline. He goes on to say reports on Ola Solbakken today was one they looked at earlier in the window but didn't pursue at the time. I think everyone's thinking if anyone's going to go, it's probably going to be Cine. I think his agent and probably himself wants him to go. Whether or not he will, we'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see. They've got to pay the money. Big up Asif Rahman with the super sticker. Big up to you, mate. Thank you for your support. So we'll have to wait and see. What we can't sell this late. Well, you can. Whether or not it's the right thing, maybe not. But we'll have to wait and see. What time does the deadline day stream? I'm not too sure yet, mate. It's all going to be left back focus for me. Chair for 6 million. Is that what he's being touted at? Ilias Chair? What score do you think Everton probably beat you, mate, at Bramall Lane? If they beat you, you're going down. I know it's early, but you're going to want to sack Dicey soon, aren't we? Who do we bring in if Cine goes? The mad thing is, Lee, we'd still be all right. We'd still be all right. We would. Because we've got Dan James as well. So you have Dan James, Rutter, Nonto, Somerville, Pirro as that forward, because we've seen Pirro drop in the 10. We'd still be all right, but I'd prefer them to go out and replace him. I'd be disappointed. But the one thing that's for me, yeah, it will be a big loss. I agree with you. The one thing for me is I just don't want to end this window without a left back, because that's the one gaping hole is left back. So if we can finish a left back, it's like an 8 out of 10 window for me, because there isn't gaping holes apart from maybe in the 10, but you'd imagine in the Championship we'll still have enough. So if we ended the window now, I'd be like, right, okay, yeah, it's a good window, buzzing, great signings. not that much money spent. But if we get a left back, a specialist left back, then I think it'd be great. Yeah, get a domestic loan, Sonny. They did try, right? They did try. They tried to get Luke Thomas. Now I'm hoping that Matson might go somewhere, which then might free an option up for Leeds. There's loads of left backs, man. There's loads of left backs. We're the only club in English football that don't have a left back. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, nah, that was pish, mate. That was pish. Load of cods wallop that, mate. If I'm being totally honest, I don't think we were ever there. The thing is, January is not the best window to do business in, and knowing the 49ers and knowing the way they operate in terms of assessing it, looking at it through algorithms and AI and stuff, everyone knows that I might have done. Did I? I could have done, I could have done. Sometimes I do. Some guy left my stream the other day because I burped, but it's what it is. How were Bellis to Leeds? No, I think he's going Southampton. I think he's going Southampton, to be honest. But we don't need him anyway. Of course, I'd like him, but we don't need him. We don't need him. Leicester will push for Chair for 6 million. He's high on their list. We'll wait and see. Listen, they need to worry about their outgoings, don't they? Locks conceded the other day. He actually messaged me and said if he goes out on loan, we won't get the points record, but we'll still win the league, he said. Huel Polyapano, yeah, still scoring goals, mate. Cheap option. But yeah, if he's 6 million, then yeah, go make it happen. But clearly the club aren't on it. Ryan Bertrand as a left back on a free. He was good. He did nothing at Leicester. There's nothing to say he'll do anything at Leeds United. So yeah, good once upon a time, maybe not now. Because like I say, didn't get a look in at Leicester, and Leicester fans couldn't stand the signing by the end. So don't see us going there. Lewis Bates' Instagram gone down, maybe, I don't know. Let's have a look. See if there's anything out. Manchester United looking for Amrabat. El Ittihad are waiting on Sergio Ramos. Oh, I tell you, I did like the fact that the UEFA president came out and said that Saudi will never be allowed into European football because they're not in Europe. I don't say that from thingy, but I just thought their hope is to bring one club. It doesn't work like that. Just because you got loads of money, it would just make a mockery of the whole footballing universe if a club that's not in Europe was allowed to operate in the Champions League. So I liked that earlier on. So yeah, 11 p.m. tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow is the deadline. We're just at 10 o'clock. So yeah, 25 hours to go. Saves the best till last. I think 1 or 2 more. I hope you're right. Listen, there is 1,685 people watching currently. If you haven't already, smash a like on the video. It'd be great if you could do that for me. Neil Rhodes with the super sticker. Big up to you, Neil. Thank you for your support. Everyone's correcting me. Don't let the truth get in the way of a good story, folks. Okay. But yeah, I just didn't want that, if I'm honest, because then all the best players would go there. Yeah. Anyway. There you go. Sergio Reguilon has completed his medical ahead of a move to Tottenham. Season-long loan with break clause in January. No fee or buy option, but Man United covering full salary. There you go. But they stuck a new break clause in there. Look at this for a set of images, though. Who'd have thought this was going to happen? I certainly didn't. Just a week ago now. There you go. Gruyev. This is from Chris at LUFC Data. Big up to Chris, by the way. Gruyev, Spence, Kamara, Yo Piro. Oh my God. There's 4 signings. They're just class. They're just class, aren't they? Let's not forget as well, signing of the summer so far, Ampadu. The emergence of Archie Gray. You know, Sam Byram, your second goalkeeper, as as Caldalo. It's been great. Matthias Palmroth there says, we in Finland are also excited about this great move. I'd love to see it, my guy. If you're new here, Matthias, please do subscribe to the channel and don't forget to pay your rent. You do that by smashing a like on the video. 9 if you count Farker. Great shout. Yes, Burnley did bid for Somerville earlier on, 20 million. And we're told, no, get in the bin. Wonder how he reacted to that news. I wonder if this is the thing, right? Had we have caved to Nonto's demands, people like Somerville would have been kicking up a fuss. I want to go to the Prem. I want to work under company. I want to go to Burnley. But the fact that we said to Nonto, you shall not pass, you are not going anywhere. The fact that we did what we did with Cine and said, go train out of the club. Go train, over on the other pitches on your own. The fact that we did that shows that we weren't to be messed with. So then when these clubs are bidding and we say no, they know it's no. It's a bit like Brighton. When you come to Brighton and you get told, no, this is what we want, and you try lowball them and you end up paying what they want and more. We need Leeds United to operate like that. If we tell you he's not for sale, he ain't for sale. If he is for sale, we want this much. Are you going to pay this much? Yes? Okay, then you can have him. We already rejected a 25 million bid for Rutter. We've rejected a 20 million bid for Cree. We rejected about 3 advances from Everton. So best believe if you want to come for Cine, you've got to pay the money. And his agent will have been told the price. And I think a lot of the clubs will be going, it's too pricey for us outside of England. So they don't have the money. If an English club wants him, they'll be able to pay, but I don't think anyone will, if I'm honest. Hey, Joe, I've just finished work. Do you think Kamara will start this weekend just like Pirro did? I don't, mate, no, because he hasn't had much game time. You've got more chance of Gruev starting and maybe giving Archie a rest because Gruev's played for Werder Bremen, whereas he hasn't had no minutes. Remember, he only brought Rodon on in that game against Birmingham when we were 1-0 down and he needed a presence up top. He brought Pirro in, but Pirro had already played 5 games. That's why I'm a bit dubious on Spence as well. But Spence has had a few training sessions. So Spence could. Please, let's get a left back. Join the No to Firpo party. Well, the thing is, if it's a left back, it'll be a loan. Because if Farker genuinely does like Firpo, then they don't want to bring in a permanent, do they? That's the thing. That's why they'll be looking at loans. I'm not sure, Glenn, but hopefully close, because like I say, there's nearly 1,700 people on this. We were 7K before I came live away. So between now and midnight, you would hope we could get there. Hope anyway. I'd be gutted if I missed by a couple hundred or whatever. But yeah, this one's currently on 3,400 on its own, folks. So fingers crossed we can achieve it. Let's look what else has been said. So as we know, Reguilon to Man United. It's embarrassing, Luton have signed Tiden Mengi. I'm not sure where from. Amrabat's on his way to Manchester United. I wonder if that'll solve their woes. Just going to listen to Glen Kamara now. Perfect place for him. A lot of interest. Why is it right for him? He's been at Rangers long enough, 4.5 years. Needed a change. Leeds is the perfect place for him. Really start his career. Yeah, man. He's going to do just that. I'm sure of it. Let's have a look. LUFC Lewis says, I mean, if you'd have told me that as a championship club, we were going to reject a total of 70 million for Somerville, Nonto and Rutter, I'd have laughed in your face. Not to mention, we won't even consider any offers under 40 million for Cine. Pretty well connected, works at the BBC. That might be the price, 40 million or do one, Lewis Bate has done a drama, deleted everything and unfollowed Leeds, but still following Leeds players. There you go. Listen, I feel a bit sorry for Lewis Bate, if I'm being totally honest. It's not his fault. He was brought into the football club along with Joffy and promised a promised a route to the first team. They had this route to the first team, which was actually non-existent. Jamie, I laughed at that as well. I wasn't expecting that, bro. I wasn't expecting that. Looks that way, Danny, but let's wait to see how the season unfolds. Yeah, I think, look, there's going to be exits tomorrow, that's for sure. We're going to see JB leave. We're probably going to see Drama leave and others leave as well. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see what happens if we can bring in someone. As long as the youngsters leave and to get minutes, then I don't mind. But I just don't want Cine to leave, or Nonto or Somerville for that matter. And they're the only ones I look at within our starting 11 that we'll get bids for, because the rest of them are new players. No one's coming in for Cooper and Ayling, are they, or Bamford? You know, so it's gonna be one of the front four. You know, the front four that started against Ipswich. No, that's 3 because Somerville didn't start. So swap Pirro for Somerville, and that's your front four. You know, so that they're the ones that we'll get offers for. Yeah, his English was spot on, right? It's mad, wasn't it? He's shy, says Matthias. Matthias, I hope you subscribed. Football is cruel on players, sometimes just a lottery. Yeah, I feel sorry for Bate because he's come in from Chelsea, by the way, and Chelsea had big plans for him as well. He was come with a lot of, and he could have stayed. And he went, no, I want game time, and probably looked at Bielsa, and he was giving youngsters minutes, which he was. Then it all went to shit. And obviously, now he's probably regretting it. He's probably regretting it, and I feel a bit sorry for him. Do you know what I mean? Because he hasn't been given a chance. And obviously, some managers like players, others don't. And I thought, if I'm being totally honest, when he came on against Manchester United in the second half, he was the best Leeds player. So, yeah, I think he'll go out on loan. Hopefully get some minutes. He was in League One last season. Is he going to get minutes in the Championship for a team? I don't see that. So it might be back to League One, and he might end up, you know, going and having to resurrect his career. But it does happen. Does happen. Look at Luke Ayling. Bates better than Luke Ayling, but Luke Ayling left Arsenal, went to Yeovil, and ended up playing in the Premier League for Leeds United. So it can happen. You know, Kamara, for example, left Arsenal, went lower leagues, and then ended up playing in the European final for Rangers. So there you go. Pencil to Leeds tomorrow, says Jack. I can't see it. Can't see it. Hey, Joe, is Cooper still going to Saudi, or was that just a rumour? Yeah, well, he got injured, didn't he? So we never got to see if he would have fancied it or not. I think it was Robbie Fowler's team who he managed that he was looking at. But yeah, the England squad got announced earlier, and Jordan Henderson was in it. So is Calvin. I love that Calvin's in it because I love Calvin, but I mean, come on. Eddie Nketiah? I'm not sure. There's other players that deserve calls up that don't get it. Did James Maddison get a call up? Yeah, Jeff Hendricks, ignore that stuff. It's the same people who brought us John Joe Shelby, who brought us Josh Sargent. Ignore that tribe. Yeah, exactly. It's a bit mad, isn't it? No, he is, bully. I still can't believe you've got that picture, bro. You need to change that. Yeah, yeah, he's got the technical ability on the ball, but it's the physicality. He's very small, and he no Ward-Prowse. There you go. Ward-Prowse deserves to be in there over Calvin, doesn't he? If we're being totally honest. For sure. I think he's assisted in every bloody game he's played for West Ham. Maddison is in the squad. There you go. Hendricks retired in 20. He didn't. He's at Newcastle, bro. No Tomori or Abraham. There you go. Parag, yeah. Listen, I owe him an apology. Definitely owe him an apology, don't I? So, fair play to him and the 49ers for doing what they've done. No, yeah, Jamie, that's the wildest one, especially when you consider Raheem Sterling was his boy, was one of his picks. To think that he's not even in the squad's mad. Yeah, maybe I'm starting to turn now. Get the waistcoat wearing wanker out. Yeah, I'm joking. Leeds lately, Max said, I said this the other night on Jers Pod, but genuinely the team we have now is better than the team we went down with. 49ers showing our transfer window should really be done. Credit to Nick Hammond and Greta Thunberg, of course. Yeah, man, I love that. Cammy getting involved as well. Great to see. Listen, Leeds United are making all the right noises. Let's just check Leeds United news now just to see if there's any other reports, to see if there might be anything else on the horizon. I've got a feeling it's going to be a busy day, both in and out, right? That's where my head's at. But let's have a look to see if any news is out there at the minute. Go on, get off one. Yeah. Leeds prepared to move from mesmerising £10 million player. That is Glen Kamara. So we're going to ignore that one. Oh, no. The Sky Sports journalist writing on Give Me Sport reckons Leeds could still move to sign Paintsel. He said this could happen if they lose the services of Nonto and Luis Sinistera. I don't think we will. So therefore, we'll wait and see. What else has been said? That's Glen Kamara. They're on about Jeff Hendricks. No, thank you. Yeah, Fabrizio Romano announcing Glen Kamara about an hour before the club did. Standard. Glen Kamara signs. Leeds target Ola Slowbacken has opted to move to Olympiacos. So the club is saying, oh, we did look at it, but maybe they were serious about it. I'm not too sure. We'll have to wait and see. Listen, we're on 23,806. So we're less than 200 away now from 24,000. My man, Irish Leeds fan, with the lovely picture of Beckford there in front of the Stretford end, says, hope you reach your goal, Joe, bro. So do hi, mate. And thank you so much for you continued support, each and every one of you. Shame about not getting Tanaka. Just on Tanaka, I think he's going Dortmund. So it shows a good player profile again from the club that they were going to consider him if he's going Dortmund. So yeah, Joe, check out Kate's tweet. What's Kate saying? What is Leeds Bird Rant saying? Is she down as Kate as Leeds Bird's Rant? I think she is, yeah. Let's have a look what Kate's saying. Ladies and gentlemen, your class of 24. I like that tweet. I rate that tweet. That is a great tweet. Let me just bring that up. That might not be it, though. There might be more. Oh, was it wrong, Borussia? What was it, Mönchengladbach? Was it Mönchengladbach? I just read it in passing, sorry. There you go. Let me have a look at this tweet by Kate. It's a fantastic tweet. Your class of 24. There we go. What a Sorry, folks. Are you back? I had to restart my computer. Please tell me you can't hear me. You can hear me, sorry. I think you can. Yeah, you can. You can. I'm really sorry about that. I had to oh, for God's sake. I can't believe that. I was on a roll, yeah. You know what'll happen now though, don't you? All them people that left are gonna come back, hopefully. More views. Maybe my system did it on purpose for me. Big up. Sorry about that, folks. I'm already yeah, don't do that, Bike Life. Don't be doing that. My apologies. And I'm back. I'm back. Right. Let me tell you what I was going to tell you anyway. This is what I was saying. Did you hear any of that about the class of 24? Did you hear any of that? I'm assuming you didn't. Sounded like the Ellen Road sound system. Do you remember that when they said that we played some white noise, Lewis? Mad. Listen, you know me, these things happen, right? These things happen. Right, okay, let me go back to the original tweet. And this is, did you hear any of it? No, you didn't. Right, let's talk about it then. The class of 24. You heard the class of 24, then it went off, okay? Big shout out, Kate at Leeds Bird Rants. The class of 24 people, okay? Hopefully you can still hear me now. Hear me now. Hear me now. Joe Rodon, Welsh international centre-back. Yeah, has been in this division previously with Swansea, knows all about it. Tick. Joel Pirro. Remember, we've said for season on season now, right? That 20 goal, we needed 20 goal a season. We needed 20 goal a season. And I used to sit there and I'd go, they don't exist, man. They don't exist. Well, we've managed to get one at the football club. Tick. Jed Spence, unreal. Last time he was in this division as he won promotion with Nottingham Forest. Tick. Ilya Gruyev. Don't know a lot about him. Played for Werder Bremen. Obviously, Daniel Farke signed, sealed, delivered this one himself. Do you back Daniel Farke with his talent ID? I would say, looking at his Norwich side, yes, 100%. Tick. Ethan Ampadu, we've already seen in the 5 games we played this season, this guy is a cut above. Made his debut at 15, 16 and 17 for Exeter, for Chelsea and Wales. This guy's done it all at the tender age of about 23. Sam Byram, Leeds player, been with us before, was unreal when he burst on the scene. Glad to have him back. I'm hoping he might be joined by Charlie Taylor tomorrow. Carl Darlow won this very division with Newcastle and also has Premier League minutes. His experience can be counted upon. And finally, Glen Kamara, who also has had experience at lower levels, went to Rangers, plays for Finland, got caps at international level at the recent Euros, and obviously played in a Europa League final as well. The class of 24 is looking nice. Big up to Kate for that lovely tweet. They're all ballers. Amazing window so far. Yeah, amazing window so far. Hopefully, we get 2 more. I would love 2 more, and I want it to be in the shape of a left back, and I want it to be in the shape of a creative midfielder. That is my preference ahead of tomorrow. Hopefully, we'll get it. You can track it all on the Just Your Football show. You know that, I'll be here. We need a number 10, don't we? We definitely need a number 10. We definitely need a number 10 and a left back, ideally. But we'll have to wait and see. This is what Oscar's going as his predicted lineup. Big up to my man, Oscar Marriott of All Leeds TV fame. He has their Strauch and Rodon in the left back position, but this is similar to what Andrea did yesterday, in possession. Byram, Ampadu, Kamara, all grey. He then has Spence, Nonto, Pirro, Somerville, Sinistera. See, for me, I think Gruyev. I think it'll be Gruyev. But that's looking nice, innit? Let's be honest. I mean, I can't wait to see Jed Spence, I'm proper excited to see Jed Spence bombing down that wing. I'd love Jed Spence to play on Saturday. I honestly, I think we beat them. I don't think we'll get a clean sheet. But that unambiguous. If we got that, it'd be unreal. If we could get Ian Matson from Chelsea, it'd be an unreal signing. It has to be said. Let's have a look. Let's see what's being said. A solid transfer window. Love that from LUFC Fan Zone. It is indeed. What a transfer window it has been for Leeds United. The only main worry now is, will we lose Sinistera? Will we lose one of the big guns? And I think we're all worried about Sinistera. Louis Dayton says, I'll be very, very surprised if we don't lose Cine tomorrow. Keep an eye on Brentford. I was told Brentford did try weeks ago. If you remember, I mentioned this to you. Someone actually, you might remember that I mentioned that. I'm not too sure. Maybe they'll go back in though now that their other move fell through, and that could be one. But yeah, I hope he's not for sale as well, Jamie, but we'll have to wait and see, won't we? But look, I've kept you long enough now. It's an hour and 10 minutes. If I haven't hit that magic 1 million, best believe I'll be back live before midnight by hook or crook, even if it's me just sat here talking rubbish. I think Lockie's back from some sort of football gig he's doing after 10:30. So, if I haven't hit it, I will be back. But listen, yes, Damar, you know. Anyway, listen, please smash a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. We're less than 200 people away now from 24K. What a month it has been for August. And there is one more day left. One more day left, the 1st of September, up till 11 o'clock when the window shuts. Hopefully, we'll still be active and it won't just be outgoings, because it'd be a bit of a drab end to the window if it was outgoings. We want some more incomings, right? Anyway, listen, Smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, get your comments in, and of course, hit that notification bell. And maybe I'll see you later. If not, I'll see you tomorrow. Peace out, folks. Love you all.